Hi, good morning. This is Bob Miglani, best-selling author of Embrace the Chaos. Aloha. I'm in Hawaii. I'm in the big island of Hawaii here. Beautiful sunshine, warm weather, a little breezy today, a little windy on the big island of Kona. Take a look around me. The ocean's back here. Wonderful, beautiful, calm water. Actually a little rough last couple of days, but it's been beautiful here. Take a look. A little resort behind me. Today, I wanted to share with you a message about reinventing yourself, reinventing your career, your job, your business. Reinvention is the word, and I want you to come with me, follow me down this path, and I want to share with you some tips that might be helpful as you think about growing your business, growing your career, and growing your job, but really reinventing yourself. Trying to reinvent yourself for the future because the world is becoming really competitive today. So how do you reinvent yourself? Standing on the beach here, it's a rocky beach, a lot of lava rocks here in Kona on the big island of Hawaii, and a lot of lava, as you can see, that's black lava, hardened over 100 years or so. Check this out. So from the mountains back there, I think in 1810 or 1800s, this volcano erupted and you brought all this lava down the mountain, and so you see a lot of black rocks. These are lava rocks all around, and some are smooth and some are really hard. These behind me are pretty rough, and they're mixed with regular rocks, and it's really interesting to see that. What I also find interesting is that, you know, in lava you think nothing can grow from lava, hardened lava, but you know, life has sprung up. You see all these trees. Check this out, trees behind me, and this is in between lava that's been hardened, and you see all these trees, and life has a way of springing up in the middle of harsh conditions. And I think that's really interesting and fascinating. It tells us a lot about life, and if you're going through difficult circumstances and you want to reinvent yourself, I think the first thing I learned from this experience is that it's possible. You can grow, and despite harsh or difficult circumstances. So I think that's really important to know. But I wanted to share with you today some tips I learned over my career on how to reinvent yourself. I've reinvented myself from working at a Dairy Queen to working in corporate America, from being a sales rep in a very big company to working in corporate headquarters in lots of different roles, from pricing strategy, business development, communications, marketing, a bunch of different things over the years. And I think one of the most important things I learned is that reinvention is possible. So that's very important to know. If you're trying to reinvent your business, you can reinvent your business. You can grow. It is possible to do that. Companies have done that very successfully over time. But today I want to talk about you, your career, your growth, your business, your job, and give you some tips that you might find useful in reinventing your life and your role and what you want to do in your career. I think the first thing I learned is, reinventing yourself is that you've got to let go of this self-concept that we tend to have about who we are. Okay? So what does that mean? That means that, you might be in sales, for instance. Okay? You might be in finance. You might be in marketing. And you might say to yourself, I want to do something different. I want to grow. I'm not growing in this role. I want to do something different. But all I know is sales. All I know is marketing. All I know is finance. I don't know how to do anything else. And so what you end up doing is you have this self-concept that's hardwired into your mind about who you are based on your title and your function that you did. I mean, you're a human being. You're not marketing. You're not finance. I mean, yes, you have experiences in that, but you have great depth and knowledge and growth and experience that you can use to do many other things. So I think the first thing is you've got to let go of the self-concept of who you think you are based on your past experience. You got to let it go. If you're a sales rep and you want to do something in marketing, well, don't call yourself a sales rep anymore. Say, yeah, I've got great sales experience, but I'm a business person. You want to change your company or change your business around to something new? Well, yes, you've got this foundation of what you were and who you were and what you're doing as a company. That's a good foundation to have, but you want to change to something else. Well, start talking about that. Start talking about what you want to try to become. And that's the second lesson I learned is know what you want to reinvent yourself to. What do you want? What does that success look like for you? What does that goal look like for you? A lot of us want to reinvent ourselves, but we have no idea who we want to become. We have no idea. We might hate our current, situation that we're in, the job, career. We might not like it, but we often don't know about what we really want. And that's so important, to reinvent yourself, to know what you want. When I was working in corporate America, I was in sales, and I was a sales rep in Manhattan, one of the toughest places, competitive places in the world for Pfizer. And I know I wanted to work in corporate headquarters, and I wanted to be in international business. I wanted to do international marketing. At the time, that's what they called it, international. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I thought I would really enjoy doing. And so by hook or crook, I got a job in corporate headquarters. It was an international business. It wasn't international marketing. It happened to be international pricing, which actually set the stage for so much growth of my career, because it was a separate niche that I got into. But the point is, I knew I wanted to reinvent myself to become something different, and that something different looked like international business for me. So the point is, know what you want to try to become too. Know what you want, because that is a great way it allows the mind to see the future. Because what it does is, if you don't see the future, if you don't know what you want to become, the mind continues to focus on who you are. And the mind tells you, well, you know what, you can't do that, Bob. You're just a sales guy. What do you know about anything? What do you know about international business? You don't have any qualifications. You don't have any experience. Most people don't start out with experience. They don't. How are you going to get experience, right? So it's really important when you're trying to reinvent yourself to know what you want to reinvent yourself to. Write down, visualize and write down your specific idea of who you want to try to become. So that's the second thing, is to know what you want to try to become. So first, remember, reinvention, first thing is to let go of the self-concept of who you think you are. And the second is to know who you want to become. And the third is to have some action. Do something every day, little by little each day, that gets you towards that goal. So let me give you an example. And part of my reinvention, one of the things I wanted to do was, I was working in corporate America, and I wanted to write a book. I had this idea about lessons I learned at the Dairy Queen. It was a book idea that I had. I had no idea how to do it. I wasn't a writer. My English was, I remember when I moved to America, when I was at the age of 9, I didn't speak English. So I was so far removed from being an author. And now I'm a best-selling author. But the point is, you've got to take action every day. And so what I did was, every single day after I left my corporate job, I would find a book, I would find a resource, I would find a person who had written a book before, and to learn from that experience. And slowly, what I did was, I read, I talked to people, and what that did for me was give me hope and ideas of what I needed to do to reinvent myself. And eventually I talked to so many people about my concept, and I started writing every day, little by little. I started writing. At the roof of my apartment building in New York City, I started writing a little paragraph, a little sentence, on the flights to Europe when I was working for Pfizer Europe. I started writing. And so what I did was, I took small steps every single day to reinvent myself to the author goal that I had. Okay? Every single day, I did something to get me and move me closer to that goal. And eventually, I talked to enough people, I learned enough things, I wrote a manuscript, and one of the people I just happened to talk to, knew a literary agent who got me a book deal. Signed me on and got me a book deal, my first book deal with a big publishing house, and got my book to the marketplace. My point is this: if you want to reinvent yourself, your career, your business, your growth, I think there's 3 things that I've learned that I want to share with you. The first is, you've got to let go of the self-concept that you have about who you are. And 2 is to move closer to who you want to become, but know who that looks like, what that looks like for you. What do you want to become to? And the third is, take action every single day. Just like I see these lava rocks, and between these lava rocks springs life like these trees, these beautiful trees that you see around me. And I think, like that, you can grow. Despite the harsh circumstances that you might be facing, you can reinvent yourself. With love and respect.